This is the Wuben E1 EDC light, but more importantly, a selfie ring light for your cell phone. If you're interested, keep watching. Before we get started, I want to thank Wuben for sending out the E1 so that I could share it with you. So as always, we'll go down to the tabletop. I'll go over the key features for this light, as well as its performance and physical specifications. I'll do a few demonstrations with it, and then I'll give you my thoughts on using it. Before we focus in on the E1 directly, let me share with you what it came with. This is the box the light arrived in. Inside of the box, manual with warranty information, USB Type-C charging cable, nice little slip cover for carrying it in your pocket or putting it in a pouch of some type. And finally, one more thing, which is now on the back of my cell phone, which is a peel and stick surface that would allow the magnets on the selfie ring to hold on to the phone. I'll show you how that operates in a few moments' time. All right, let me bring the light back in. And that's the thing. Now, Wuben is referring to this as an EDC light, but also as a rechargeable selfie portable ring light. And I think that's what this is primarily, is a portable ring light that can be attached to your phone by magnets, again I'll explain, but also works as an EDC light, because if it's so slim, lightweight, compact nature, it can drop into your pocket and remain there for everyday carry, of course. All right, so here is the key features for this light. First off, it does have a magnetic ring on here. I'll explain or demonstrate how that works in a minute. It's comprised of N54 magnets, which are MagSafe compliant, so it won't damage your cell phone's electronics. It has two different color LEDs in the ring itself, so a white light and a yellow light, but they also work in combination to give you a third color, primarily, I guess is the best way to describe it. Now, as far as the physical specifications for this, it is basically 2.48 or 2.5 inches in diameter, which is 63 millimeters, and 0.29 of an inch in thickness, which is 7.4 millimeters. It comes in at 1.34 ounces, which is 38 grams. It has a non-removable, yes, non-removable, 310 milliamp hour battery installed. It has IP65 waterproof rating and an impact rating of 1.5 meters. Now, as far as the performance specifications for this light, really it has low, high, and turbo, and it has an infinite range, so you adjust the lighting through the turning of a little knob. Kind of looks like a stopwatch, right? I just wanted to point that out. This little knob here will adjust the lighting as well as turn the lighting on and off, so you can go as low as 2 lumens, which would last for 70 hours, or you can go as high as 300 lumens, which will last for 35 minutes. The operation of the E1 is especially simple. Everything is done from this one button right up here on the top. It is not only a button, but a turn knob that allows you to change the lumen settings for it. So to turn it on, it is a long press. I'll just face it down a little bit. And to adjust the lumen settings, you turn the knob. That was full bright, and if I turn it down, when it flashes, you've reached the lowest, and again, when it flashes on the way up, you'll know you've reached the highest setting. Now, I'm just going to take it down about halfway, and right now it is on the white light, but if I tap it, it'll go to the yellow light. You can see the difference there. I'll show that again, of course, when we do the demonstration on the telephone. And if I tap it again, it goes to a combination of the white and yellow together. Now, if I tap it again, it comes back around to white. Now, it's at about half lumen setting, but I'll double tap, and you can see how bright it is when it goes into turbo. All right, now I'd like to demonstrate how you can use the E1 as a selfie ring light with your cell phone. To start with, if your phone does not have a metal ferrous type of construction, then you're going to need this sticker ring, which does have metal inside of it to allow the magnet to stick to. So I stuck it to the back of my cell phone. The magnets are in this ring here and around the circle, and that's what allows it to stick to the cell phone itself, or to the sticker, not actually to the cell phone. I do want to point this out, though, that the range of adjustment, because I want you to use your imagination of what else it can be used for other than just a selfie light. So there it is, closed completely, and it goes that far. So a little further than 3/4 of the way around. Quite a bit of adjustment there. I'll show you some alternative uses. I came up with it in a moment. But if I wanted to use it as a cell phone ring light, I could open it like that. Let me turn the light on. and now the phone can be used in the dark with the selfie light attached to it. Now let me just remove that from the phone because I wanted to show you what else I've found you can use it for. So yes, it will attach to any metal surface, and I did use this in the kitchen. I attached it to the fridge just for more of an experiment. I just didn't have a use for it so much, but it's nice to know that it could attach there. But the nice thing is this can be laid down like this to provide light in a darkened room. It can be used, I actually flipped it all the way over, and I could use it as a book light between the pages of a book. Yes, I still read paper books, of course. So it can act as a book light. It can act as your pocket light, of course, as I mentioned before. Just slide it into your pocket like that, or use it with the slip cover for carrying in your pocket if you wish. Now, it can also be dangled, if you will, if you want to put a lanyard on it, or one way I've discovered it works pretty well is with a small carabiner like this. And now I can hang it in my tent. I can angle it in the tent as well, and I've got down to 2 lumens, which is pretty low. That gives you a nice soft light that's not going to seriously impair your night vision if you need to turn it on. Or I can give myself even more light for reading or whatever else I need to do in my tent as well. So it does have a range of operations more than just as a selfie light, but I still think that the primary use for this light is as a selfie light. So why don't we demonstrate it in use doing that now? All right, we're doing a demonstration for the Wuben E1 selfie ring light, and I'm in my darkest room that I have in the house right now, and admittedly this is not very bright. So I have the E1 set at the lowest lumen setting on the white light, and I'll start to increase the lumens. So this will go up until you see it flash, and that will indicate the highest lumen setting. I can see it's much brighter now. And it's actually quite a range of light, as you can see. And there's the flash. So now we're at the highest lumen setting for the E1 on the white light. Actually, it's so bright that I'm having trouble looking at it and at the camera at the same time. So let me just reach in and change it over to the yellow light or the warm light. So a different color temperature, different atmosphere, if you will, different effect on the camera itself. It depends on what you like, of course. And now this is going to be the combination of the white and yellow. So you'll have both sets of LEDs working, and it is bright, as you'll see. Wow, now that is really hard to look at. I'm going to run that down the lumen settings so you can find where it is you like to be. And of course, that's all the way down there. All right, a few closing thoughts for the Wuben E1 EDC and selfie ring light. So, you know, as an EDC light, I've got lights that are much more capable, much more versatile than this. This is not one I'm going to reach for carrying with me when I go places. Its lighting is quite limited. Its run times are quite limited. It is compact, though, when it slips into your pocket that thin and that small and that light. But primarily, I see this more as a selfie ring light. I think that's its primary use, and I think it does a really good job of that. It does have some other uses where you can hang it from a carabiner or lanyard of some type to light up, illuminate an area. You can use it as a book light. You can use it on the table. You know, there are other uses for it, but again, the primary use for this is certainly as a ring light for using it with your cell phone for selfie pictures or videos, of course. All right, those are my thoughts on using it. I'll be putting all the specifications for this light in the video description, as well as the links to where you can take another look at it. If you have any comments or questions regarding the Wuben E1, put those in the comments section below. But until next time, get out and explore and take that path less traveled, because it will make all the difference. Bye for now.